Nick, you were at the Trump rally last week. You were introducing Donald Trump, right?
Yes, I had a significant role to play last night in the rally that was held at the Verizon Centre. I was part of the VIP team, and it was great to see so many people from New Hampshire come out and show an interest in the democratic process, and it's great to be in the Granite State as all of this is unfolding. It's a real treat for somebody who all their life has very keenly observed American politics.
And the big news out of the event that you were at last night was Donald Trump and what he said to Senator Cruz, his rival. He used the P word. What did you think about that? Is that in good taste?
Well, look, I certainly don't have a problem with it. I don't know if it's accurate with respect to Senator Ted Cruz, but I certainly wouldn't think that we'd want to curtail that particular word or pussycat or anything like that. I think that we need to be a little bit freer in what we say.
You think he was talking about pussycats?
He could well have been.
Okay.
I would have certainly used pussycat instead of the word that he used.
Right, okay.
Because
I think he was referring to a piece of the female anatomy.
Well, he could well have been, but I'm sure that he was referring more to the fact of testicular fortitude as opposed to as opposed to female genitalia. That's what I think he was thinking about.
Okay, and what is it about Trump's message that appeals to you?
Well, look, I think that Donald Trump has really captured the imagination of people because he's speaking straight, he's not really using much of a filter, and he's coming directly at people, and I think that's something that's really important. I think that's something that millennials all around the world find very frustrating about establishment and politics as usual. They find that people don't really say what they mean or do what they say. And I think that Donald Trump is offering the opposite of that, and that's quite alluring in certain circles.
Okay, I mean, you're kind of interesting because Donald Trump, although he's got like a strong degree of popularity in the US, he obviously isn't so popular in other parts of the world. Go south of the border, and after him calling Mexicans rapists and saying he's going to build a wall, obviously he isn't so popular there. Go to, any Muslim majority country, because of what he said about Muslims, he's not very popular there. Even in my country, in the Anglosphere, in our parliament, in Britain, the UK of course this is, we had a vote in parliament about whether or not Donald Trump should be allowed into the country. Does Donald Trump have a small and growing fan base in Australia? And what is it that's driving it over there?
Well, first of all, I'd have to tell you that I think the British have become a nation of pussycats, and perhaps that's why they were taking the moves that they were taking. I certainly think that across the world, Donald Trump has got a lot more support than what we're led to believe. I've certainly seen a very diverse array of people there last night. I saw people that are from south of the border. I saw people that hailed originally from Western Europe. And I don't really buy into this idea that Donald Trump is so intensely unpopular in other places. We'll have to see what the results are. But I think that perhaps it's time for the world to use its trump card, and let's see what's going to happen.
And you've got a book out, Nick. It's called Retaking America. You can wave it up to the camera there. Okay, so this is about Australia retaking America.
No, not at all. Not at all. I would never want to do that. What I would like, though, is for Americans to become and feel free to be Americans again. I would like the young people of America to stop being told that America's a hateful place and a terrible place and a place that's got so much to be ashamed about. I want young Americans, I want the millennials listening to this today to know that they live in the greatest country in the history of the world, that the United States Constitution is the best political document ever written, that the United States military is the finest fighting force that mankind has ever known, and that they have every reason to be proud, and that initiative and risk and confidence goes further in the United States than it does anywhere else. And that's why they should be proud, and that's why they should repel the politically correct mantra that is fed to them at schools and through the media, and really take an objective look. And there's nothing wrong with being patriotic. In fact, it's downright virtuous.
And you've been out on the streets of New Hampshire today, meeting the locals here in Manchester, the snow-covered streets here as people go to the polls on primary election day. What are your observations, and quickly, what are your predictions?
Well, look, I think that Bernie Sanders is going to win tonight. I think that Donald Trump is going to win tonight. I think it's going to be interesting on the GOP side to see who's going to come in second, third and fourth place. That'll establish who's going to get some momentum going into South Carolina, the next primary on the list. I think that the Granite Staters usually pick presidents fairly well. It's said, of course, that Iowa picks cotton and New Hampshire picks presidents. We'll see if that remains to be the case in 2016. But either way, it's been a magnificent experience, and I encourage all millennials to take an interest in politics, and particularly American politics, because it has such an incredible influence right around the world, no matter where you live, no matter who you are, no matter what colour you are, no matter what you do. And this is a great experience, and anybody that wants to get a real feel for democracy and vibrancy and optimism needs to come and experience New Hampshire some election.